I'm so glad you decided to come over here with me. It is Power Up 15. It's Power Up Tuesdays every Tuesday, 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. But let me go ahead and tell y'all this. Like I'll be telling y'all. Oh, first of all, my name is Larry D. Reid. Y'all call me Reid. Actually, it's the nickname that I guess it's not really like a nickname because in the military they call everybody by their last name. See, my ex-wife was in the military for 20 years, for 18 years that we were married, and she Reid all the time, and so it stuck in everybody. They call me Reid, so you call me Reid. I am the president of the MBN Network, and we have two shows: Power Up 15 every Tuesday, 6 a.m. and 6 p.m., and then Larry Live on Mondays at 7 p.m. And I'm glad you're over here watching me. Now, if you want to get in contact with us, you can go to the mbnnetwork.org. You go right there, you can donate there, and you can also email. There's a contact that is there on the website. Or you want to contact me, you can contact me at Larry D. Reid, any of my social media. I always try to answer my social media. If it take a day or two, just give me time. I'm going to get to you because a lot of you inbox me all during time. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, in our evening 15 minutes, what's called Power Up 15, because it's just 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening, we on part 3 of how can I impact my world. And the last 2 broadcasts, I went over 3 things, 3 areas or keys as relates to impacting the world. 3 areas or things or keys that you need to remember or you need to consider when it comes to impacting your darn world. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 more on today. This may be the last leg of it. Then again, it may not. It really depends on you because we got this number down here, 646-787-8174. If you call in and you ask me a question live on the air, I will answer your question. Now, so the question is, how can I impact my world? I'm gonna give you a general answer, although I keep going over these 3 things that you need to consider. But let me tell you this: if you want to impact your world, you have got to be just as impactful as those that impacted you and made you who you are today. Let me tell you this: your belief system, your opinions, where you live, the kind of job you got, your work ethic, all those things. I can look at those things and I can find out the people that influence you in your life, because those people that influence you, they shape your belief system, they shape what you believe, they shape how you live, the choices you make, some decisions you make, even your diet. That's the reason why when you go to the doctor be asking you, talking about, you know, did anybody in your family got this and that? It's not. There's only a percentage, a small percentage of diseases that are hereditary. It really, what they're trying to find out, who were you raised around that influence your appetite, your eating habit, how you think, how you believe, whether you express yourself or you hold stress. They're trying to find all of that out, because if anybody in your family had XYZ or did XYZ, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have the same kind of thing going on. So I want you to look at the people who have shaped what you believe, how you think, how you live your life, what you see as positive, what you see as negative, what you see as successful, what you see as proper, and what you see as improper. I want you to think about those people, and I want you to make a decision today, right here, right now, for the rest of your life, to be just as influential and just as impactful as those people were on your life. They shaped your value system, they shaped your beliefs, your opinions, whether you go to church or not, and more than anything, they shape how you dream. So if you're going to impact your world, you must make a decision to be impactful, and it's you and your gift that is going to impact the world. So you got to make sure you continue to do the work on your soul and the work on your person, the work on your character. Continue to grow. Always stay a student in life. Always stay open in your heart to learn and to develop and to grow and to course correct and to make a different decision and willingly go through transition, become something new over and over, evolve over and over again. If you do that, you're going to make impact, and you're going to make positive impact in the lives of others. So I'm not going to review the 6 things now on the last 2 broadcasts. We're going to the next 3 things. Okay, let's talk about advocates. Type that in there if you're listening to me on Blog Talk, or you're watching me on YouTube. We're live on YouTube, we're live on Periscope, live on Facebook. Just type in Periscope. Did I say Periscope? Periscope, Facebook, all them platforms, we up there. Type in there or say out of your mouth, if you're watching me, advocates. Advocates, A-D-V-O-C-A-T-E-S. advocates. If you are going to make impact in your world, aside from the 6 things I've already discussed, it is important that you remember that you must have advocates. You must have partnership. You must have apprenticeship, mentorship, if you are going to be at your most optimum and maximum apex of impact. You got to impact this world, and you got to do it right now. The world is waiting on you. The world is waiting on me. Okay, let's talk about advocates. They are people that popularize and publicize how good you are and how good your product is. And you know what? This is something that should be organic. It should be very organic, but everybody's different. You know, I'm one of them kind of people. If I taste a burger, some fries, pizza, a cologne, a shirt, a sale, or anything that's good, I'm going to get on my live. I'm going to get on my Insta story or my Snapchat, or I'm going to text in a thread, one of the many threads I'm a part of, and I'm going to say, look, y'all. I'm going to send a picture of a plate. So look at this place where you got to go here because this right here is good. It's all kind of good. You got to go over here because this is good. That's what I'm going to do. If I hear a song, woo, Lord, this song is so good. You ought to check it. I send my Spotify links, you know, because that's why I'm signed up. I don't know who you signed up with, probably Apple Music or Google Play, but I do Spotify. And I send the link out and I say, this is a nice song. If I see a nice tattoo or anything, or a nice pair of glasses, shoes, I text it out. I send it out. I may post it to my, this is really nice. But everybody ain't like that. I'm extroverted. I mean, I think we probably clear on that. And if you've been watching me for any point in time, you know I am an extrovert. You know, but everybody ain't like that. Some people, they find something nice, like, ooh, this is nice. And they take it and they took it away and they put it in their little box of business. And they don't tell nobody nothing about it. They don't want nobody to know nothing about their business. You know, this is me and my family to sell. We know about this. We can tell nobody. I can remember when I've been traveling the road for many years and flying in planes. And I learned early on, you know, that there were certain days where the tickets was cheaper. And then I just started telling everybody I know. I remember when I first got an Uber account in 2016, and I got one of them Uber rooms. And I said, look, if y'all want to make some money, this is the time y'all need to go out. And I'm literally thousands of Uber drivers from around the world begin to say, you are telling secrets that, you know, is going to make it hard for us to make money. I'm like, wait, we all trying to make money. What's for you is for you. What's for me is for me. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. You know, man. So when I found out Tuesdays is the best day for getting on a plane, I told every darn body. You just book your ticket on a Tuesday. Don't you fly out or in on a weekend or a Saturday and some Fridays. You know, but you try to do all your travel during the weekday. Get your time off work and you go on your vacation during the weekday. Make sure you leave about Tuesday and you can come back on a Tuesday. It's going to be cheap, you know. But everybody isn't like that. Well, an advocate is the person that you need. A lot of people hire them now, but a lot of times it happens organically. But in my position, because I'm an entrepreneur, so I have a whole lot of different avenues of making money, and people talking and referring me, I depend on. I depend on your likes on this page. I depend on your share. I depend on you to talk about me and tell your family. I depend on you to buy my books, to buy my music, you know, to hire me for services, for radio promotion, for life guide, for your counseling, personal prophecy. I depend on people referring. And so a lot of times we have to get really, really crafty when you're in that kind of business, because these advocates are marketers. They are the people that are sounding your name all over their social media, in their families, in their little groups, or whoever they're attached to, and saying this product, this person is good. So if you are going to impact the world, if you got the world and the globe in view, you're going to need some advocates. And I want you to see this on every level. Even say, well, you know, that's for you, Reid, but I just work at a little law firm over here in the corner, and it's been for 30 years, and I'm just a new hiree there. You know, I'm just a paralegal there in that place. And, you know, but you need somebody in your corner in that place talking about how great of a paralegal you are, how you are the best at the makeup. You are the very best nail technician. I don't know if they call it that. You're the very, very best at whatever you do. You need advocates if you're going to make impact, because they popularize you. And popularity is extremely important. I want you to say this with me. Popularity is extremely important. Now, I'm not being biased at all. Of course, you know, I'm on the internet. I am a digital and radio voice and character or host. So it's important for me to, my videos and what I do to go viral and to be seen by hundreds of thousands or millions of people. That is true. And so popularity for me, I'm going to be thinking in that world. But go into the world that you're in. I know I'm talking to people that are in the medical and the health field, or the media and the publications, the hair and beauty, banking and finance. You're going to need somebody to make your name popular, even if it's just in that area in your cubicle in building A. You need someone to make you popular. Popularity is key. Now, for all of you that are Christians, you go to your Bibles, go to your Biblications, and you will see that popularity always played a key point when it came to anybody that was influential in the Bible. You know, so it's extremely important for you to have popularity. So, and that happens through your advocates, because they make you popular. They publicize how good you are. The news of what Jesus did, it spread, you know. And so it's extremely important for you to have advocates. Pray for advocates. I'm going to tell you what somebody told me, and I understand what they were saying to me, and I don't know if they're a Buddhist or what, because, you know, Buddhism really concentrates on detaching from material things and detaching from the world, which I think is extremely a great teaching or doctrine that's in that religion. But I'm going to pray about money. And I'm going to pray about popularity. I'm going to pray about success. I'm going to pray about property. I'm going to pray about real estate. I'm going to pray about book sales. And when I say pray about it, I'm going to do what I need to do. And while I'm doing what I need to do, I'm going to do my part in or speaking to those things into my world as God, and going to be asking God, hey, can you help me do what I can't do and touch somebody supernaturally, give somebody a dream of something, and help me down here, you know, so I can get this here money. I don't know if it's because of my training from my teachers. I've had a lot of mentors and a whole lot of people who poured in my life, and ain't none of them never told me not to pray about no money. I'm gonna pray about money. I seen my mama pray for everything. I mean, one time that wash machine was not working, and she went to that wash machine and she spoke to that thing like she was God. She said, work. I mean, change the force. You may find that funny if you know my mama. She hit that wash machine, work in the name of Jesus. You know? And they think, change. And that was the same wash machine. In fact, when I went home not too long ago and I seen the white wash machine, and they didn't want no yellow steel like a Cadillac, and they're washing the clothes. I was like, what? It's the same. I am 40 years old. The whole time. I did leave home about 17. You know, so my whole childhood was one washing machine. And she prayed over 159,000 times for it to continue to watch, because she won't pay nobody, or we couldn't afford nobody to come up there and fix it. Anyway, you know, so I don't have no problem with praying about money, praying about these advocates. God, give me representatives. There's something on that one. Want y'all need to type that in there. God, give me some representatives. Give me some advocates. Give me somebody, some people that will carry my name right where it need to go. Now, there's also for you, those of you that watch me that are Christian in our Bibles, in our biblications, in there there's a story about a girl named Rhoda. I don't know if y'all even know who she is, but I preached a whole in this message at least 2 times in my life. And whenever I touch it, in fact, when I talk about it, I get the tingling feeling, because whenever I get into this message, I start getting all sorts of revelation. This little girl here, they in there praying, Jesus. Then they're praying because what's the face was locked up? One of Peter, locked up in jail. Locked up. I mean, locked up good fashion. And they're praying, hoping that he get up out of there. And they praying. And Rhoda heard something at the door. And she went, it was a little knock. over that door, and she's like, hey, can I help you? Can I see who this is? Look, Lord Jesus, that's Peter. It's a fire. That's who we've been asking God to open up the door for. She ran right back in there and said, look. Now, the girl didn't open the door. That's the whole thing. I ain't going to talk about that part of the road. Because that lets you know right there that God can use some crazy folk to get your name where they get. Because I don't know why that crazy little girl did not open that door. You see me standing out here in the street. Open that door and let me in. But they ain't want you done because they're a little touch of crazy. And God used crazy folk. She ran right back in there and she said, oh, Lord have mercy. The man that y'all been praying about, he is standing out there. So what you praying for is at the door. But nobody heard it but crazy road. See? So you need an advocate. Number darn one. We talking about the next three. If you ain't seen the last 2 broadcasts I did on this, you don't know 6 of them you ain't got. Number 1 on today. We're going to do 2 more. Advocates. These are people that popularize and publicize. Shamako, if you watching me, my friend, they got the cake champ. You need them for everybody. You cook a cupcake, cake for. You need them to talk. And anybody that's watching me is an entrepreneur that doing the kind of business. That's how your business grow. Word of mouth. You need TV, you need radio, you need these digital services, but word of mouth is going to always work the best. All right, advocates. All right, let me see what y'all saying before I go to number 2. Cause hello Periscope, I see y'all. Yeah, Miss Deloach, you saying that God give me some representatives. I know that's right. Y'all need to be sharing this link too. Hey Tampa, Florida. All right, number 2. Number 2, you are going to need, if you're going to impact your world or impact the world, you're going to need partnership. And I really want you to, when it comes to partnership, I really want you to understand what partnership is. Let me give you this definition I wrote down. 2 people bringing their something together that creates something bigger than either can be separate from each other. And that's the wonderful thing about partnerships, because you literally are bringing your thing together, I'm bringing my thing together, and together we're making something bigger. And if we are separate, what we have separate will never be as big as what it would be if we were together. Now, if you ain't got good sense and you partner with folk, you got 80, they got 20, that ain't no partnership. Nope. Both of us benefit by us coming together. You may be bringing the admin part. I'm bringing the all of the creative part that makes the thing move. And together, we got a great machine. You get what I'm saying? So it's extremely important that you assess these here folk you got up in your life, just because you got some commonality here and there and y'all both in this business, that business. But is it a partnership? Working with somebody and partnership is 2 whole different things. And it's extremely important that you have partnership. Because partnership is the correct partnership can actually increase advocates. It can increase popularity. It can increase financial power. There's so many different things that can happen when you partner with the right kind of person. And you need several different partnerships, not just one partner or one business partner, but you need a bevy of partners. Everybody bringing their something to it and creating something bigger or better. 3rd thing, I think we're almost out of our 15 minutes, ain't we? Let me look. 3rd thing, when it comes to how you're going to impact your world. Number 1, I said advocates. And if you didn't see the last 2 weeks, you're missing 6 things. Today, I talked about advocates. Number 2, I mentioned partnership. And this is number 3, and this is very important. If you're going to impact your world, you are going to need, because I tell you what you're building, what you're doing, your gifting, and who you are. You're impacting the world, you and your gift. And if you are going to impact your world, you're going to need some mentorship or apprenticeship. Apprenticeship and mentorship, people typically only see it one-dimensional, but it is extremely important, and from a professional standpoint, to have somebody who's a mentor. So from a spiritual standpoint, to have somebody who's a mentor. From a psychological standpoint, from a from a standpoint of relationship. Maybe you aren't married, but they are married. You need that mentorship. Or maybe you're single and they're single and they're successfully single. So you need mentorship. You need apprenticeship for you and your gift, for you and what you're doing. It's extremely important to have that. Mentors or apprentice gurus and teachers, they provide specialized inspiration, education, and guidance that causes advancement in you and in what you do. I'm going to say it again. These mentors, they provide specialized inspiration. Now, I want you to understand that specialized inspiration, because all of us are different. For Larry Donnell Reid, it is extremely important that when you are teaching me, that I am inspired at the same darn time. Everybody's inspired differently. Some people want a little funny with it. Some people want a little... raise your voice and talk low. All this rise and fall. And some people just like, you know, one aha moment after the next. And that's me. If you're talking to me, you gotta give me a couple of aha moments. Got about 5-10 minutes is the same old thing. I just think you gotta give me a couple of aha moments. You gotta give me a couple, you know, something feels or something, or I'm just going to the next. So your mentor, I believe, when it's your mentor and somebody who the mentor you, there's this special something between you and that person, and what comes from them is specialized inspiration, specialized education as to who you are and what you're called to do, and guidance for who you are and what you're called to do. And that causes advancement in you and in what you do. The reality is those that have mentored you made you who you are. And let's just go ahead and make that confession, whether it's positive or negative. Positive or negative. Now that is interesting. Positive or negative. My mentors made me who I am. Let's say that. Let's type that. My mentors made me who I am. Let's say that. Let's speak that. Let's say that out of our mouth. Type it. My mentors, they made me who I am. That's positive or negative. I almost said naked again. That's positive or negative. You are the sum total of everyone who has impacted your life. As you sit there and listen to me, you are. Whether your positives and your negatives, you are the sum total of those that have impacted your life. Let's be thankful for whatever that is. Let's realize that we can edit and we can change and we can evolve. We can add to whatever we are and edit and change or correct whatever we are. And let's make a decision that we are going to be just as impactful as they were upon us. We're going to be that to others. All right. I think my 15 minutes is gone. Yep, my 15 minutes is long gone. Okay, so we have to do a part 4 because there's some other things that I'll need to discuss with you as it relates to making impact. All right, I'm going to take your questions. We have about 5 minutes. I'm going to take 5 minutes to answer your questions. I'm going to look on YouTube. I'm going to look on Periscope. I'm going to look on Facebook. So whatever questions you have, you ask me, or you can call in 646-787-8174. Ask me your questions. Make sure you share right now this link. So you got 3 weeks. How many? That's 9 things. I done told you all 9 different things you can do to impact your world. The very practical things you can put into play so that you can impact this world positively, because there is something in you that is extremely unique and special. It is divine. And I know you may not feel like it, but it's in you. And that thing is supposed to touch the world and impact others positively. And let me tell you this, when you discover that thing, and when you're in that thing and it's time to start spreading and pouring out to others, you can go into that special thing that you are and you can drink from your own well. I mean, it would be a horrible thing if here you are, a well, a place of much, where people can come and have their thirst quenched, but you yourself walking around thirsty. That ain't how that thing's supposed to be. No. When you ready to be poured out and you ready to impact others, you can go right up in there and drink and say, okay, let me get myself together, and then start pouring out to other people as darn well. Okay. I know a whole lot of people say a whole lot of different stuff. You know, that thing is, it's not for you, it's to be given. Yeah, that's true. But why the heck am I going to be marketing and advocating anything that I myself can't benefit from? So if I'm not benefiting from it, that means I need to sit with it until I come to a space to where it works for darn me before I start trying to give it to somebody else. And that has to do with development, maturity, and sitting with yourself a little while with your gift and your specialness. Oh, all right. Hey, Ann Taylor, how you doing? So any question you have, 646-787-8174. You have a question, you can ask me right now, here live, right now. You can ask me. Or you can put the question down here and I will answer it right here. Any question you have, call me. All right, let me see. All right, I see I'm watching you on Periscope as well, so you can ask me any question. Yes, that is true. Very true. I see your inboxes that are coming in, but I can't click off that. I'm going to miss what some of these people are saying to me now. Okay. A question that somebody asked me, how do I get started in what I am called to do? Well, first of all, name it. You got to name it and define it. Recognize, okay, this is what I have that is special about me, that is distinctive about me, and this is what I am able to do. I have this gift. I have this ability. How do I use that thing to impact the world? That's really the second space you're going to naturally fall into once you start identifying what it is that you have that is unique and that can solve some issue or some problem in the world. And let me tell y'all this, all these folks talking about they so gifted and they got these dreams, and all your dreams is all about you. And none of your dreams got nothing to do with bringing nobody no cheer, no laughter, no happiness, or helping solving nobody's problem. I don't know about what that is you have, and I don't know what that is, but I don't know about them. Because if you're called to do it and you feel drawn to do it, and if that thing is divine and it comes from God, it's going to have a dimension of it. The majority, a great deal of it is going to be about helping other people and giving a service or meeting a need and solving a problem in the world. We need problem solvers in the world. And in every industry, we need problem solvers. Okay? All right. So if you're not going to call in 646-787-8174, then I'm signing the heck on. It's Power Up 15 minutes every Tuesday, 15 minutes, 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Make sure you meet me here. Every entertainer, every professional, every mom, every dad, it don't matter who you are, what your religion is. Meet me here next week for part 4 of how can I impact my world. All right. I love you. We'll lead. See you later. Peace.